right. How you doing? A very good morning to everybody. Let me take this chance to say hello to everybody that is tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. I'm so happy to be hosting you today. It's the first trading day of the month in November. We've had a very rough October and also some very good wins, especially last week was a very good one. We appreciate for everything so far. I'm so happy that we are here. So I'm inviting everybody on board to join me as we start this stream. Uh, as usual, our culture is once we get into the stream, we hit the like button, we hit the subscribe button. You cannot be able to comment on this chat room if you've not subscribed. So I'm encouraging you to hit your subscribe button. Yes. So welcome, Jose Juma. Welcome, Billy. Billy Atokunitafta. So thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see what we have on US30 as always, because I had on my X account, I dropped some analysis on XAU USD. I think the analysis went very well, and I think it's still playing out nicely. So I'm going to start with the high time frame. There's a trade that we were waiting for last week, and it actually materialized. It went very well last week. I think I'm so happy for the last trade that we took on Friday. I said before the stream ended that I was going to wait for the liquidity inside the NMOG. And once the liquidity was grabbed, once the liquidity was taken inside the new week opening gap, we had a very beautiful buy side delivery that went close to 300 pips. So when you start with Dow on the high time frame, so shout out to Great Trades. Is the man behind some of the thumbnails I'm having right now and some banners. He's a very good graphics designer. I'm encouraging everybody to work with him. So it's good to have Billy. It's good to have Great. So everybody can confirm on the comment section if you can hear me as we start. Please confirm that you can hear me. I'm starting from weekly time frame. I'm checking this rejection block. I don't. Do we have news today? Let me check today if we have news. Forex Factory. So as you join, just make sure that you like the button. We have news at 10 today, which is at 6 p.m. So we're waiting for ISM manufacturing PMI. We're going to see what. Yes. So the government shutdown could become the longest ever, as Trump says, even to be extorted by Democrats. So we're waiting to see. So we have news at 10. So the key levels I can see on weekly time frame, I have this rejection block around here, which is a gap that possibly could get filled. Not sure, but I'm waiting to see because I'm reacting to whatever price gives me. 0.5 rejection block. So if the price decides to fill the gap, I'm going to react from there. I'm not going to react until when it gets there. So coming back to daily time frame, I have daily time frame. Look at the candles. You can see the price came up to this NWOG last week. We had this NWOG, which is more of internal range liquidity. You can see price actually got to 0.5 of the NWOG. So the NWOG had got liquidity inside and the price actually. So this is sell-side liquidity. Once price took out the sell-side liquidity, price actually has been going higher. And you can see we are having the potentials of going higher. So the bus is not very well defined as at the moment. So we have Nana 24 from Ghana. So Billy Jatoka Merunite, Fox locked in, and our member Alomo John. Thank you so much for tuning in. So take a moment and hit the like button. Let's make this live big. So you can see the price generated sell-side liquidity inside the NWOG last week. Is on daily time frame, new week opening gap, and price actually took out the liquidity. So once the price took out the liquidity, you can see it delivered close to 300 pips, 358 pips, and you can see today actually the price is still going higher. So I'm having this NWOG right here. I'm not going to use it right now because it's not in any type of use. So I'm going to mark this one as X day low. So you can see the story here is price took out the low and closed above. So that means we should continue higher and probably fill this rejection block up to here. So when I check, according to power of 3, probably we could buy from any key level inside this week. On daily time frame, I can see we got to 0.25 level of the rejection block, and actually after getting to 0.25, we are going higher. So I want to see what could potentially push prices higher. But again, another thing that is very important to note, there is a liquidity level that has been taken out. The liquidity level is previous day high. It's a liquidity level. I expect price to take out the X day high, the previous day high, and possibly continue higher. But as we speak, the price has currently taken out the previous day high and is rejecting to the sell side. So we'll check on 1 minute time frame and see how the price is rejecting. So we have 8 minutes to the markets open. So I want to check 0.5, 0.25 and see the key level that is actually been pushing prices higher. So what you see here is something interesting. Around 0.25, I'm going to remove this one, and I'm going to identify something very key here. I have this Sunday and Friday. I have an NWOG right here. Price has not closed actually below it, but there has been a serious manipulation of candles inside the NWOG, and price has not yet violated it. So this is our NWOG. I'm going to look at it. So that is what I'm looking at. I'm waiting for the next few minutes to see what price will actually do. So on 4 hours time frame, that is the only thing that you're having. We don't have any other key level to react from. Also, just to note is we had this, apart from the NWOG, we had the previous day high inside a fair value gap. So I'm going to mark this one. So it's either I'm selling from here or buying from here, but the sell was a bit beautiful because you can see price actually took out the previous day high and has been selling ever since. So just in the in the narrative of maybe going bearish, the price you can see price has filled this 4 hours because price generated liquidity inside the previous day high inside a 4 hours fair value gap. So potentially you can see why price has been selling after it took out this price liquidity, which was the previous day high and has been attempting to go lower. So that is what I'm looking at. I want to take a picture and just let me just drop down. If it is not from a 4 hours key level, then I don't have anything to look at. So potentially on 50 minutes time frame, you can see price is showing the willingness to go higher and higher. But I'm waiting for the next. Let me wait for the next few minutes to see where price will actually, what price will do. So coming back to Nasdaq, I don't have a very clear bias until when the news are out. The news are what makes the setups high probability actually. So we have 20 people locked in. Please confirm on the comment section if you're locked in and if you're watching me and if you can hear me actually. So let me see. Uh, Let me see. So if you're not subscribed, it will not be possible for you to comment. So please make sure that you've hit the like button and subscribed. So on Nasdaq, starting from the weekly time frame, you can see price got to 0.5 of the rejection block and has violated it. So I don't look to sell right now, but I'm going to mark the last line of defense. But I'm not trying to give a very clear bias on Nasdaq. You can see price actually has filled the has violated 0.5 and is reaching out for 0.75. So I'm not attempting to say whether I'm going to sell from here, but I had a quick scalp from the 0.5 that went 30 pips and actually I was predicting that is before the markets open. So this is 0.75. So price will do whatever it wants. It might reach up to there. So coming back to daily time frame, what we have? Did we have any body or any story? So you can see there was a gap that was actually here. So in the spirit of internal range to external range, we filled this gap. Look at the gap. This is the gap that we filled. So these are fair value gap. These are internal range liquidity. So we are supposed to target the externals now. So you understand why price is actually going higher. So this is the external range liquidity. So let us see how actually price will do. On Friday, did we have any story on the daily time frame? We did not have any story. You can see price filled the gap. There was no liquidity taken out. So I'm waiting to see if price will take out the previous day high. I'm marking the previous day high right there. It's a level of liquidity. Probably we should take out the liquidity. So from tomorrow, probably we'll have a clear bias. Previous day high. So we're waiting for the news at 10. So when the news will be out, that's when we'll know where exactly the price is likely to go. So 28 people locked in. We have Jay on bio. on bio. Yeah. So actually, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. You'll get to see a lot of good stuff. So that is what I'm looking at. Checking right now before the markets open in the next 3 minutes. I'm still maintaining my bullish narrative. But also remember, I do not have a bias on daily on Nasdaq. So coming back to 4 hours time frame, there's something interesting here. Yes, there's nothing interesting because I can see nothing apart from this week that is has the previous day high. So this week has got the previous day high that is inside the breaker. There is a breaker that was here. So we would want to see what will happen. Breaker. So if price will take out the breaker, the high price might take out this high that is inside the breaker, and then we can go lower. But I don't have a bias at the moment, so I'm just waiting for the price to open, for the markets to open. Sorry. So US30. So I'm not going to dwell on gold because I short that. I'm going to wait for the markets open now. I'm going to wait for the open. I'm waiting for the markets to open. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Let's just wait and see what is going to happen from the levels that we're waiting to see. So you have this NWOC pushing prices higher, and you know why price sold is because price took out a high inside the fair value gap. So checking the dealing range from the previous day high to the low, I would see that price also reached 50% of the dealing range. That is why price actually has been buying. You can see this is where the previous day high the high was, the high that was left. So anything below 50% is in discount. So the price came up to 50% rebalanced, and now it's going higher. So you want to see how price will behave in the next 2 minutes so that we will know what to do. Right now, we don't have a bias, waiting for news at 10 so that you can be able to know or do a fresh top-down analysis so that you're able to know where exactly to go. So thank you so much for tuning in. I am checking, probably I could check gold as I wait, XAUSD. I think there has been a bearish momentum somehow. Yes, you can see price is actually selling. So I had an entry from this key level. The main reason why I had this narrative is, let me explain to you. The main reason why I had a bullish narrative from before is because on 1 hour time frame I had and is it 1 hour time frame? Yes, I had this level here. This is Friday's last candle and Sunday's first candle. So when I check here, I have something we call a new week opening gap. So you can see price actually invalidated the NWOG, generated liquidity inside, and actually price took it out. So once price took out the liquidity, you can see price has tried to go higher. I think this was a lot of pips, and price is attempting now to go lower. So that is what I had. Price actually went higher, or confirmations were on 5 minutes time frame. So let me show you how the confirmations were. So this is the NWOG, and on 5 minutes time frame, I have this is an fair value gap. No, not this one. I think it was supposed to be this one, because this is the liquidity that was taken. So this was the previous area of resistance until when the candle closed above. So the stop loss is always at the low. You can see the price nearly got there, and actually delivered quite some pips. From here to here, the stop loss would have been down here. So that is why you can see price has actually been attempting to buy from that key level because of the liquidity inside the NWOG. So coming back to US30, I believe markets have opened. I'm saying I'm waiting to see what will happen. If price will come back to a 4 hour key level, then I'm going to be having a more clear bias. So I'm saying the reason why price is selling is because it swept liquidity inside previous day high inside an NWOG, inside a fair value gap. So I'm going to remove this NWOG because I don't see if it will support prices, because this is simply the internal range to external. This is a fair value gap right here, and it had previous day high. So once price took out the previous day high, it has been going down. So if I want to continue selling, I should check 15 minutes time frame and see probably the key level that would push prices down. So this was the previous day high, as you can see. This one here, this is it. So what did price actually do? If I'm supposed to check, I had now the previous area of support before price took out the previous day high. This is it. I have this order block right here. So this order block OB right there. So the price actually closed below the order block, making this one a breaker block. So this one is a breaker right there. So the price comes back, fills the breaker, and it's been going down. So once the price came and took out this sell side liquidity here, this sell side liquidity down here, sell side liquidity right there, you can see what price actually did. It came and did a retracement to this key level, which is an order block as well. The last buy candle before a sell is also an order block. That is what I'm looking at. So until when price comes to a 4 hours key level, that's when I'm going to change my bias. Yes, I know I might be bullish, but I want to see price actually maybe react from 0.5 of the Nini. So you can see why the price has gone higher to fill this or to get support from here and then probably go lower. That is the order block that has been pushing prices down. Going back to Nasdaq. So I cannot take a trade if price does not fill the 4 hours key level. You can see price has actually taken out the high inside the breaker. So this is the breaker. I think this is the high now, the high, but I think price should continue higher probably until maybe when news tells us otherwise. Yes. So let's wait and see what price will do. Today's on Monday. We just want to trade, see if there's anything significant. So price has taken out the previous day high, so we expect some type of retracement to the sell side. Remember this high here. This high was the previous day high because this was on Friday. Nothing else on Friday, and there was an NWOG. I mean a breaker block from here. Sorry. So the last sell candle before the price went higher. This is it. So price has taken that. I want to see price probably going lower. Let me check on 1 minute time frame, see what's going to happen. So price has reached for the buy side liquidity, which is the previous day high like that. So I mark this buy side liquidity right there, buy side liquidity. So probably if I'm supposed to now to go lower, I want to see price violating the previous area of support. So I have a fair value gap probably down here. Let me see. I have a volume imbalance. Let me use a volume imbalance, a VI. So as I wait for the news, I'm still going to trade. So I'm waiting to see what is exactly going to happen, if you're going to continue higher or lower. So by the time 950 gets here, we'll have known mbivu mbichi ni gani. So let's wait and see. I'm just going to chill. So you can see what is exactly happening on Nasdaq as we speak. Price has rallied lower, which is I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see price rally so fast. You can see it has also violated the order block, which is now a breaker. So when I see this one-sided delivery, it makes me shiver because I know prices will always come back and fill these. So this could be a trend continuation, but now the macro is not yet here as we're waiting for the news. But this one is now potentially a breaker. So the only reason why probably you're seeing this, I'm saying price took out buy side liquidity, which is the previous day high, right there. Price took out the previous day high inside a break on H4. That is why you can see price is attempting to go lower. The previous area of resistance of support that I marked is this volume imbalance, as you can see. This is the volume imbalance at the moment. That is what you're looking at. So once price closed below it, that would mean that we also would violate this order block. So the order block, once the candle closed below it, turns into a breaker block. So let's see how far price will go. I'm looking at that. Let me go back to US30. US30, US30. Dow Jones. I don't like checking Dow Jones if I'm not from a high time frame key level because I know it's gonna go bad. Because I've showed you that we are going bearish because you're from a 4 hours. Look at this beautiful stuff. So this was sell side liquidity around here. So the sell side liquidity was taken out, so that qualified this one to be an order block. You see, that is it. The order block, the last buy or a series of buy candles before price went bearish. Price comes, gets in, and then it's going out. The reason why the same thing that is happening on Nasdaq as we speak is this buy side liquidity. Previous day high inside a 4 hours fair value gap. Price took it out, and now on 50 minutes, this is the setup. This is the order block. Once the candle closed below it, it turned into a breaker. A retracement generates a high and sweeps it, and then you can have price delivering to the sell side. Once it takes out the sell side liquidity, you can see price comes back to a more premium key level and fills the I mean gets to an order block, and then it's now dropping lower. So I've said I'm not going to do anything if price is not on 4 hours time frame. I do not have any key level on 4 hours right now, so I'm going to work with the fair value gap and the previous day high to see how far the price will go lower. That is what I'm looking at on US30. Coming back to Nasdaq, let me see what's happening. Remember, we have news at 10, so you can see price is actually aggressively going to the sell side. You can see this is beautiful. Look at it. So I've said price swept the previous day high and short attempts since buy side liquidity was on H4 key level. So this way you would love to take your setup from this. You see this one, the previous area of support. This one here. Hapa ndo ungepiga hiyo entry and then you would have some pips. So those the more aggressive entries, that is 61 pips. The aggressive entries, once it took out this buy side liquidity, you can always get into the trade. And then for the less aggressive traders, you can wait for the price to violate the previous area of support. In this case, it was this volume imbalance right here. So the price violated the volume imbalance and now also violated the breaker, the order block. So yeah, let's wait and see. Waiting to see. So if you've not joined my small community, you can do that. Let us see how price will behave. Yes, waiting to see. Waiting to see how far we can go down. Waiting to see how far we can go down. So Alvin says, why are you not waiting for a stop hunt before your entry as you normally do? So you see now the stop hunt now, you see this is a stop hunt. Okay, I understand. But you see, there are times when the stop hunt will not happen, and there are other times it will happen. So you can see the macro is not yet here, and I'm not telling anyone to get into a trade. What I'm basically doing is I'm just trying to tape read. You can see I'm just tape reading, but I've seen this happen when once price takes out this type of liquidity, which is a strong one. It doesn't actually give anyone a chance to enter. So and then the setup just formed inside this 920 to 940 macro. You can see price is actually going down aggressively. So thank you so much for the question. I hope you understand that price. Yes, I know I always look for a breaker for a stop punch, but you see now I have news at 10, so I have to wait for all those things to happen. I'm just reacting with whatever that is available for me right now. Yes, and that's also my small secret of stop hands. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen. Let's see if we're gonna go down. So I'm saying I have news at 10. So that means the 950 macro is low probability. So when I have news at 10, I have to wait for at least maybe probably 1050 in order for me to engage. But now this is something, this is buy side liquidity here that was taken out. Price also took out the liquidity level around there. That is why you're seeing this delivery. So for those that know how to get into aggressive trades, now you'd be at 79 pips. The breaker was here, no chance of entry. So you already know how we do it. This is not rocket science. So we have a great trade says down trading below the previous daily equilibrium on Dow. Let me check what you're saying on Dow. Uh, That one NQ was nice trade entered at the breaker. It was not nice entered at the breaker, bro. It was not nice at the breaker because there is no chance of entry. And then we don't have an ICT macro right now. The only chance of entry is where I've put my volume imbalance rectangle. That would be the only ideal entry for the sell. So you understand? So coming back to Dow, US30, coming back to Dow, I've told you price will take out that liquidity level and react aggressively. So Dow, as long as it's not from a 4-hour key level, I'm not going to do anything. Look at that. Price is just going down, probably up to where? What do we have? We have a drawn liquidity. I don't have anything I can do on. So what is actually happening on Dow? As you can see, this is. Let me explain to you once again, so that at least you understand what I'm trying to say. On Dow, price, I always react from 4-hour key levels. You can see even the buy here that went higher was from a 4-hour key level from the NOG. So the same thing I'm saying today is I had this fair value gap. Look at the fair value gap where the X previous day high is. I have this is it a CB? Yes, this CB right here. So you can see price filled it to the brim. There was a serious manipulation of price. The price was attempting to do a lot of damage from the levels. You can see it filled the fair value gap to the brim. So the price actually generated, there was a previous day high inside the fair value gap. This is the fair value gap right there. So once the price took out the buy side liquidity or the previous day high, you can see it's going down, because I hope you understand that a high probability key level is the one with liquidity inside. So in the spirit of now trend continuation, this is I'm going to remove this one now, and this is the previous day high. So the last sell candle before the price went higher is this order block. So this order block is the last sell candle before the price went higher and took out the previous day high. So once the order block price came and closed below it, it turned into a breaker. See that? So once the breaker was formed, you can see there was a retracement, and then price actually went lower. So this is what we call now break of structure, BOS. So once break of structure happens, now we can have now a trend continuation, because it's from a 50-minute key level, which is this order block. That is the only thing I'm looking at. That is the only thing I'm looking at. This is an OB. Look at that. That is how I like looking at price. Nothing else short of that. I hope you understand. That is how I do my analysis. So I have Eric Njeri. Eric Njeri says, no kona jina inani. Allah, I had to buy at 47,510. Who is what are you saying? 45,510. I don't know. I don't, probably you just tell me the key level that is there. That is what I'm looking at, guys. You can see the breakout structure signals trend continuation. Price gets to a premium key level and does the sell. The sell happens. Coming back to Nasdaq, let's see how price is going. Probably going higher to fill the void. It's not moving a lot. It's not moving a lot, but you've seen. I think you've understood how I was exactly looking for this. So I don't hold trades for a long time, but I just hold scalps here. Even 50 pips on Nasdaq, that's a lot for me because I know Nasdaq doesn't move a lot. So these are the previous areas of support. Now a breaker. So I don't have to mark all this. Let me just mark using a line like that. Once you know the price comes to 50%, should sell. So let's wait for US30 to continue delivering lower. There is nothing else that we have to do, just waiting. What? You're buying US30? Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Kevin Loseku says Nasdaq need not take out the previous day high. Let me check for you. Maybe which broker are you using? I think price took out the previous day high. Probably. Let me check using this is Pepperstone. Pepperstone shows on daily time frame. You see, according to Pepperstone, the previous day has been taken out. Let me check something like FXCM. These are rogue broker. You can see also FXCM price actually took out the. Did it? I think it should have. It doesn't seem like it has, but I think it shows that I think it took out, even FXCM took it out. So probably Black Bull markets, let me see. Even Black Bull has taken out the liquidity. So I don't know which broker you're using because for us it's quite different. It has taken out the previous day high. That is why I was attempting to sell from that level. So that is what I was looking at. Coming back to, there's someone that says that they're buying US30. I don't know for what reason. News incoming, yes, we don't trade before the news come, so we have to wait, but now I have to still look at price as much as the news are here. So Kevin Loseku says price did not take out PDH on Nasdaq on my side. Please confirm to me which broker you're using. Please confirm. Please confirm. Yeah, so I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen. Just waiting to see. So it's going to be a very interesting week. We're going to be doing this quite often. I hope you'll be tuned in all the time. Always show up. You can follow me on my community on my X. You can follow me everywhere that you won't follow me except nowhere. So you can see price has not even given a chance of entry, but the best entry was here that I marked. I marked this one for you. The volume imbalance was the previous area of support. Once the price came and closed below it, you automatically know that price will go lower. But for the aggressive entries is at here. But there's something that looks like a stop and here. When you check the 30 seconds time frame, I think there was a stop and here, Lily alikuwa ameuliza hiyo swali. You can see price is actually going aggressively to the sell side. So let's go back to US30 and see that friend of mine who is buying. There's someone buying US30 at the moment and it's still aggressively selling. I don't know why you're buying. I hope you just know why you're buying. So 950 macro great is low probability because of the news. It's quite low probability. When you have news at 10, the 950 macro is low probability. So Billy says your buy is kwani anataka kuswing. I don't know why he's taking the buy. Maybe he's a swing trader. Probably, I don't know. I cannot dispute that. So he has his trading style. So Eric Njeli says I have a tight stop loss on that US30. Wacha ningoje. Sasa ushatolewa mzito. I think you're out. Oh my god, this is interesting. So guys, maybe you should drop some likes to please drop some likes, guys. Tupate likes kadhaa manze. Can you get some likes, guys? Can you get some likes? Can I get something like 20 likes, guys? Can I get something like 20 likes? It's not too much to ask for. Let me get some likes, guys. 16 likes only. Can I get something like 5 more likes? And then as we continue to call price to the sell side, the price is going down, and I think we are eating Eric's money, because his stop loss is our take profit according to our analysis. As much as I did call price from here, but I just told you that the reason we are selling is because we are from a 4 hours fair value gap. The price is actually going lower. I am not intending to buy right now. So this is just the spirit of internal range to external range liquidity. The price is from a fair value gap. So normally you have to target the lows. So it was from this level right here. So that's why price is going down. So probably it will come and take out this liquidity, and then probably can go higher again. You can see price is aggressively going down like crazy. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. So yes, let's wait and see. I'm checking Nasdaq again as I wait for the news. So mine is just to assist you know how the high time frame bias is framed. I may not be there to give you entries all the time. So that is it. We have this one going down. I think from the break from here, from the top here to down here, this is 110 pips. That's a good call. So let's wait and see. Yeah. So huyo jamaa tumekanyanga shingo, Eric. I think US30 is on your neck badly right now. So yeah, let's wait and see. Once the liquidity has been taken out, but seeing in any story. So remember, you don't just take breakers with no logic. You need to have a logic why you're taking the breaker. So shots on targets. So let's see. Let's wait and see. All right, let me go back to US30, see what is exactly price doing. You can see the move is so aggressive to the sell side, so you do not want to fight that move unless a significant level of liquidity is taken out. Yes, you look at that. So we have to wait for a significant level of liquidity to be nini for you to engage. So we are dropping from the order block. We are dropping from the order block. We are dropping from the order block. That is US30, the 50 minutes order block. This is for the purposes of trend continuation. You cannot take trades without 50 minutes key level. This is an order block pushing prices down. What made this one become turn into an order block is what made this one turn into an order block is because it was the previous area of Nini. I mean, it was the last buy candle before the sell that took out sell side liquidity or leading to breakout structure. Hence, it turns into an order block. So someone might ask, if this were not an order block, the candle that you see right here, it's an order block, but now this one is in more premium. And when you want to sell, you want to sell at the most premium key level. This one is in more premium compared to this one. So that explains why the price had to reach for this one first and then continue lower. So let's wait and see which laws will be taken out, and then probably we can have, yeah, we're waiting to see all this sell side liquidity being taken out. It's about to happen right now. Waiting to see, waiting to see. So coming back to Nasdaq, let me see if there's anything that makes sense to me. But my target was reached actually, the previous day high, and the thing. Let me see, on 4 hours we have a new candle. On 4 hours we are going down, we're going down, we're going down. We don't have a reason to buy right now until when price shows us otherwise. Look at that, beautiful stuff. So this is the entry model that we use. Whenever price takes out a significant level of liquidity, you need to wait for the previous areas of support to be violated. Then when you want to go the opposite side, wait for the previous areas of resistance to be violated so that you can have a cleaner setup. I hope you understand this is not rocket science. This is actually very simple. This is very simple. You need to put trust in your analysis. You need to believe in your analysis because nobody else will do. You don't believe in your analysis, nobody will do that. So we're waiting to see what news will do in the next 2 minutes. US30 wacha tuone kama itachukua the news on the sell side, the lows on 4 hours time frame. I'm waiting for this liquidity to be taken out, this previous day low. So I think tomorrow is going to be a very difficult day trading because price will have taken out the previous day high and previous day low, so we'll not have a very clear bias of where exactly price might want to go to. So let's see if price will take out the previous day low. In the next 1 minute, we're gonna have the news. The news will be here in the next 1 minute. That is the next 40 seconds. We're gonna have the news in the next 40 seconds. Kadabra Savage, my classmate, welcome bwana, welcome. Na matrade umenitumia hapo, umekula kidungi na zingine ukawin. So we're gonna have the news right now. I have this rejection block. I wanna see if price will respect the rejection block or take out the low. So I have hit 0.75. Let me see. I am not trying to predict the news, but I just want to see price will take out the previous day low or go higher. Let's see what the news will do in the next 10 seconds. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what news will do. If they will take out the previous day low and then buy, or what is exactly gonna happen. So price has reached 0.75, but it has generated equal lows down here, which makes it low probability. I think, are they equal lows? Can someone confirm from their side? Price has reached 0.75, but we have news right now. So we just have to wait and see what's gonna happen. So let me check with another pair, see if we have equal lows down there. Do we have equal lows down there? Do we have equal lows? US30, let me check. But they'll be taken out either way. Let me wait and see. Price will take out the previous day low now. Let's wait and see. It's about to take it out. And then probably can look for buys in the next macro. If not, we're going to continue lower. Price is about to take out the previous day low inside the NWOG. Let us see. So if you're new to this channel, please take a moment and subscribe to my channel because we have a lot of good stuffs coming your way every day. Yes, you're gonna get good stuffs. You're gonna get everything. Good things coming your way. So that is US30 for me, about to take out the previous day low. Nasdaq, previous day low about to be taken out. Nasdaq as well has gone down. The only chance of entry was above here. I think price will just continue going lower. Let me just stick to US30 as I wait because I have nothing else on Nasdaq. I think price is generating something like equal highs as it's moving down. So that's a clear indication that price will come back higher. So can someone confirm on their side if price has taken out the previous day low on US30 or it has left them? Please can someone check for me? Can someone check from their side so that I am sure if price has taken out the previous day low? Not yet on this broker. Let me check capital. So capital shows that price has taken out the previous day low. Oh my god, this is interesting. Can someone else check for me, please, and then tell me on the comment section? Can someone check for me? See if price has taken out the previous day low on Nasdaq on US30, sorry, so that I know if I can go bullish. Please, can someone check for me? Because I might be in problems thinking that price has not swept, and then we can attempt to go higher. This is what it shows me. It shows me here that it has not taken out, and yet now I have an inversion fair value gap here, which could potentially push prices higher. But you see, so if it has taken the liquidity here, there's a reason to buy. Okay, if it has taken out the liquidity, it's okay to buy. But if it has not, it's not okay to buy. So please, can someone confirm for me? If you're using trade of it, you can confirm and tell me if price has taken out that liquidity, which is the previous day low. I think price has taken out that liquidity level. So remember, when we have news at 10, this macro is normally low probability. So it's not something you want to check until when it's clear. All right, let's wait for it to take out the low. Wait for price to take out the low. So wait for price to take out the low and probably see what is going to happen. All right. So 34 people watching. Sydney Leon is here. Thank you, great. We have Sydney Leon. He has taken the PDL, yes. So Beth Gitau says equal lows now. The PDL not yet tapped. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We'll see. So let's wait and see. So take a moment and hit the like button, guys. Please, if you're new to this stream, you can as well subscribe to my channel so that you get quality. You are able to even participate on this chat room. Yeah, these are urban games. Some brokers have not yet taken out, so we are not going to trust anything until we have something solid. And in any case, the macro is not yet high probability right now because we are still waiting for the macro, the next macro, because we cannot trade when we have news right now at 10. So it is quite tricky. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen. These are just urban games. These people sometimes will do us bad. So when we have news at 10, we have to wait for 10:50 so that you can get a macro. But in the meantime, we just trade and see what price is offering. If there's nothing being offered right now, we just have to wait. You cannot rush anything. You can see Nasdaq is as well going down, going down. It's going lower. It's going lower. I think from the level that it took out the liquidity right here, it's just 139 pips from the previous day high. So let's wait and see. I think there's nothing. I think we don't have any business now checking. We don't have any business checking Nasdaq because it has done whatever that we wanted. So let's just stick to US30, see if we will have anything that is substantial. If we'll not have anything, then we'll leave it at that. So when we have news at 10, we wait for 10:20 or 10:50 macro to deliver so that we can be sure of which direction to exactly go to. So if price has taken out the previous day low, then we should have a buy happening. But now on 4 hours time frame, you can see this low is here, not being taken. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Remember, we don't take trades if they're not from 4 hours key levels. Whenever you have 4 hours key levels trades, that's when the price actually goes very quickly. But once you start trusting the 50 minutes and the 1 hour, you're gonna have problems. So let's assume, for example, price has taken out the previous day low, which is the low inside an NWOG. Then these, you see, this one should have held the price. These are an inversion fair, or we just let's mark this one, the order block right here. If price had taken out that previous day low in a FIE, it closed above, and then we can continue higher. But now we have to wait and see what's going to happen because price is also leaving something like equal lows. No, not equal lows. This is just a single low, a swing. This is just a single swing. Let's wait and see. I think I should check gold, see how down it has gone or how high it is climbing. Ah, interesting. Those friends of mine that were selling, how are you? I hope you're doing good. You can see gold is going higher and higher and higher. I think this is my prediction. Let me show you. I think I had or under. This was it. This was it. Look at this, guys. Was it under or Pepperstone? But this was the key level that I marked. You can see price is actually there was a bit of some retracement, but price has actually gone higher. I explained to you, price has actually taken out the buy side liquidities I was waiting for. So this was a good call on gold. I posted it on my X account early today. So Football Spear says, just landed as Lord was talking, or if PDL has been taken. My broker Anadai, it's taken. Yes, I know your broker says that, but now we do not have a high probability macro right now. So we need to wait. So my entry was on gold today was once the price took out. Let me show you briefly. On gold, there was an NWOG that was here on 1 hour time frame. So this NWOG right here had liquidity inside. Once the price came and took out the liquidity, that is when the price, once it took out the liquidity, that's when I waited for an extra confirmations on 5 minutes. So the extra confirmations were here. Look at it. The previous area of resistance was here and the price closed below, above it. So that's how I put my long position here, and I actually posted it on my X. So you can always check my X for, I have a community there. You can check setups from time to time. I'm targeting the buy side liquidity, and price is actually going as I anticipated. So yes, this would have been an ideal entry, or even this one. You see this one actually, up and Numa. You can see actually what price has done, it has come back to the entry. And once actually what it did, it came and took out the first people that got into the trade from the inversion on 5 minutes. Once that happened, you can see how the price has gone so high so fast. Look at that. I think if you're my friend on X, I think you've seen me post that. I posted it early today. So let's wait and see what US30 is doing at the moment as we wait to see. I think price has closed above it. Let's imagine price has now violated this one because we have some targets. We call this one a breaker now. So let's wait and see. I don't want to say this trade will go higher because we are not in any macro, and this macro is come to an end. So we have a breaker, but it's low probability as much as we have targets. So I'm not saying this trade will play out. It won't, because it does not meet all the requirements. What makes a trade high probability is when price has got what do you call it? When it is inside the right kill zone. Okay, if it's not in the right kill zone, then the price will not haitafanya. The price will not behave as should. So let's wait and see. Waiting to see. I'm not saying the setup will work or not, because this is just low probability for me. Until when I have news at 10, when I have news at 10, I have to wait for 10:50 at least, so that I can feel more confident sharing. So I hope, John, you've seen the way Nasdaq has gone. I mean, US30 has gone. I mean, gold has been very aggressive to the buy side after taking out the first person to sell from the to buy from the key level on 50 minutes time frame. Nasdaq is actually doing a retracement. I want to see why it's doing a retracement. So checking 50 minutes time frame. What am I looking at? I have this void still. Price could potentially come down, but it delivered very well. I also would want to see maybe a 4 hours key level. So currently, I have a fair value gap here on 4 hours that has been filled. So potentially, price you can see prices is a H4 FBG right there. So let's look at the breaker now that has been formed. So price has reached H4 Nini. Look at this. Let's look at now the 4 hours, see if we have a stop punch right here, stop punch right there. And then this is the breaker. Let us see. So this is a breaker. Let's see if the fair value gap will push prices higher. This is a breaker. Let us see if we will come and fill this void again. Let us see if we're going higher. So waiting to see. Usually what you should do is put an entry from here. If you are inside the macro, you would have want to see price. Where is the long position from? Once the candle closed here, you can take an entry from here, put a stop loss down here, and then probably target the highs. Again, this is how you take the scalps. Probably come and fill all this void. Yes. This is how we do it. So remember, I had a very good trade selling. I'm just trying to see if price will react from the high time frame key level, which is the fair value gap. So it might or not. I'm just trying to look at it, see what will price do. We don't have a macro right now, so this one is just low probability. I hope you understand. Don't try to put trades that I've not told you, or trades that are not high probability. What makes the trades high probability is not just the breaker. So, for instance, if this one fails, this will be a very good explanation why the breaker with no time is low probability, because this one is not inside any macro. That's what I'm telling you. The price might work, or the price might deliver or not, but now it is not inside any macro right now, so it's not high probability. As much as you can see, the setup is very clean, looking good. There's a stop hunt. So at the end of this, we are going to know if price will violate or not. But remember, ours was just looking at the high time frame key level, which was the buy side liquidity inside the breaker, and then price took it out, and it's more stronger to the sell side. So let's wait and see what US30 is doing. If there's anything, I told you, also look at this. It's as long as it's inside. Look at this. The breaker has been formed, but now it's not in any macro. You can see it's failing as we speak. So I think you understand now what I'm exactly referring to. The setup without a key level, without a kill zone, is normally low probability. It doesn't matter if you see it or not. Look at it. It's now taken out the liquidity level right now. So I think you understand, as much as you'll see this displacement happen, without any macro, that setup is low probability. And the only macro that was here is the 950 macro. And we said when we have 950 macro, the macro that is high probability is maybe 1020 or 1050. So you can see the breaker formed and actually has been violated. And now this broker has swept the liquidity right now. That is how I look at price. So in longs, 1 minute. Okay, acha tungoje tuone. So OST says on minute 15 on NQ seems to be holding sells. Yeah. Oh, Shalimwa mzee. Why do you trade right now? You have to wait for price to give actually something more clear. I think I've explained why you sometimes see setups and then they fail. This setup was outside the macro. I think even the Nasdaq one will get violated because we took out liquidity on the high time frame. So you can see also this one has failed. I think now you understand what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how clean the setup is. Look at how clean this setup is from the fair value gap on 4 hours. See for yourself. It's outside the macro, so it's low probability. It's not about 15 minutes keep being strong. No. The thing is, let me show you. You can see now, that's I think now you understand what makes a key level high probability. Yes, we have a fair value gap right here on 4 hours time frame. And then when you ask why is it not pushing prices higher? The first thing is you realize that price had got a breaker here, this breaker here, and it had liquidity inside. That is why you see the sell side delivery is more strong because there was liquidity which was the previous day high. I think you understand now. And then this one, maybe on 4 hours, it would have pushed a bit higher if we had a macro. But now, without the macro, this setup is just low probability. So I think you understand why that is happening. Without any key level, without any macro, the setups will be low probability. The breaker will not work without the proper alignments. So grades ushalimwa, mi sijadunga trade. I've not gotten into any trade Westy. I think this is Weston, Da Vinci. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe it's you. So on 50, on minute 15 break on NQ seems to be holding for sales. Yes, you see the main reason why NQ is selling is because it took out a significant level of liquidity to the buy side. There was a stop punt right here. This was the stop punt actually. You see, you can put this one like that, and then the price also took out this liquidity around here. So the only key level that potentially the choice of the only entry that looked viable for me is this breaker that actually happened before the macro. So the other key level was this volume imbalance right here. These are VI. So that is what I was looking at. I showed you that the setup has formed a breaker and has failed. The reason is we don't have any macro and the fair value gap did not have any liquidity. I think you understand. This is not rocket science. Waiting for US30 to continue going down. So let me check on daily time frame, see the potential areas of support, or if we will just continue lower. I think US30 is planning to come and fill all these voids to the sell side because it doesn't seem like it's gonna go up sooner. So I think it's gonna violate these fill the whole thing to the brim. Um, let me check something here, see if this one could be a fair value gap right here. So the price could come all the way down up to here, and then probably from tomorrow we are going to be bearish. And then on 4 hours is nothing still. As much as this looks like an order block, I'm not going to use it. So this is the NWOG, and then we have an unfilled fair value gaps down here that potentially price will come and fill them. So that is what I'm looking at. So great trades. Day one of trading month, 10 a.m. We had no major manipulation into a key area. Okay. But today is Monday. You do not want to exhaust your account before even the month gets anywhere. Please go easy on yourself. Go easy. If it's not an A plus setup, then you don't have a reason to take it. So what makes a trade high A plus? If it is within the macro, if the trade is from a high time frame key level. So the kill zone is the most important one. Apart from just having a pattern is not important, but having a what? Having a high time frame narrative inside a macro now is what makes it a high probability one. So you just follow the logic. Simple as that. Yes, that is what I'm looking at. 33 people locked in. Let me see how many likes I've got so far. Um, so it's a very good day. The time shifted. So we'll be meeting at 5 every day. So we have. Let me see if I have a couple of likes. Maybe some, I don't know. I have 29 likes. Thank you so much, guys. Let me not even complain. I'm grateful for the likes. I'm thankful a lot. I'm so grateful for the likes and for the support. So right now, the only thing we have on 4 hours is this void, this NWOG that price could potentially as fill to the brim. So let's see if we're going to get a buy continuation to the buy side. If you're going to have a reversal. So I'm going to mark this liquidity level here, which is also the PDL, and then we see if price will go higher. If not, we don't have any other thing that we can try right now. So let's see if this macro that is here, the 1020, if it will deliver. The what do you call it? What do you call it? The NWOG has been filled to the brim. So if it does, this is the only attempt to buy, and the last one. There's no other one. This one was not an attempt to buy. It was just speculating. But if this one shows that it's gonna go higher, this would be the time. If it doesn't buy right now, it's not going to buy right now. It's not going to buy today. So we wait. Let's wait and see. So Elvis says the PMI released have caused the bearishness. Probably, I don't think so. I don't think it's because of the PMI. I don't know how to interpret the news. I cannot lie to you. Huyu mzito wa Nasdaq anauliza Gil Bradford, my friend from X says, msanisi tunauza NQ macro at 1050 ama targeting NOG high. Yes, I've been bearish on NQ. I've been bearish on NQ from the 4 hours time frame. I've been bearish on NQ. Billy says hiyo PDL siko kwa premium ama ni mimi natumia fee vibaya. You see, Billy, it's not about mambo na premium. You have to look at the key levels first. You have to look at the key level. If it's not from a 4 hours key level, then you don't have any business even using the fib. Yes, you need to have self-control, great. So Gil anasema okay, yeah. Mimi I've been selling NQ from the word go. I've been selling Nasdaq. I've been selling Nasdaq since I got into the stream. Actually, I had it from the top right there, and I've been selling it going down from. This was my setup. This is what I had. This was the breakout in 4 hours. This was the PDH. The price took out and did a stop hunt, and then I had this one. I had this volume imbalance right here. Once the candle closed below it, it turned into a breaker. No chance of entry, but price has rallied to the sell side. You can see it's actually going down as we speak. That is what I've been looking at. I have not got any entry even on Nasdaq, even on US30. I've not seen any entry that looks viable for me. So I'm just going to maintain a bearish momentum, and I'm not going to fight it. So probably we're going to invert this NWOG, and then we can use it now as an area of resistance going forward. You can see. So there's no setup that confirms any buy, but after today we're going to know where the price will actually go to. So when you check this rock broker, it doesn't show any fair value gap. And then when you check something like Pepperstone, you'll see there was a fair value gap inside there. See for yourself so that you know which brokers to avoid. Look at this fair value gap right here. This fair value gap had got liquidity inside. See for yourself. The previous day high. That's what I'm telling you. You need to be careful with these urban games from these brokers, or you pray for a premium one. This is a PDH. If it's not selling from there, then I have no business even buying because I don't see any other level that could push prices higher right now because I also have an unfilled fair value gaps down here which could be potentially used as targets as well. So you don't have to have a fixed mindset. You have to be open to whatever price is giving you. So we have an unfilled fair value gaps that price could potentially come and fill. That is what I'm looking at. So Gil says kama tutakuwa tuna trade around NWAG, then I'll be a buyer at equilibrium na hiyo range ya 930. I'm not trying to buy, I can't lie to you, but I'm expecting price to go back to the NWAG down there. That is I think US30 has gone into the NWAG. So I'm expecting price. Bro, instead of buying from here, why don't you sell and escort it down all the way up to here? Because I don't see why you should have to. Oh, which NWAG? Kama unasema NWAG ya leo. Okay. I think there's a new day, new week opening up down here. Honestly, I wouldn't buy from here. I don't think I can buy from here, but I think I'm going to look at it. Let me see. I think there's an NWAG here. I thought it's this NWAG down here. So there's one that opened today. These gaps will always be filled. So we have this Friday's last candle and Sunday's first candle. This is the NWAG. So this is the drawn liquidity in that case. And then we also had liquidity inside the NWAG right here or within. So I think that's where the price is getting to. That's where the price is going right now as we speak. Yes, bro, I've seen it. But honestly, I might not buy from that level. Honestly, unless if price, if the setup happens inside my macro, I don't think I don't. Let me just wait and see. So Pretty Five says H4 unfit fair value gaps aligning with daily order block. Which pair are you talking about, Pretty? Madam Pretty, please tell us which pair you're talking about. So guys, can I get some more likes, guys? We are 30 people watching. Can I get a few more likes and a few more subscribers? If you've not subscribed to this channel, now is your time to do that. We need some extra subscribers. And once you like this, once you like the stream, it gets suggested to other streams. So, and then the other request I'd love to make is once we are done with the stream, please come back and do a comment on this stream after the stream. I mean, you can come back and do a comment at the video. So this is the NWAG that my friend Gil is looking at. New week opening up, the NWAG right there. So you can see the sell started. We started the sell early from the key level high above, and the price has actually been going down. You can see this was the setup that I had. As much as there was no chance of entry, I would have gotten into the trade once the price invalidated the. Look at this, the volume imbalance. Also, you could also actually, let me show you another way to enter the trade, because it looked tricky for the breaker. Let's say you're not using the volume imbalance for advanced market structure shift. You can use something like an inversion fair value gap right here. This was the inversion fair value gap. Once the price actually closed below it, it turned into a, look at this, IFVG right there. So you could potentially use this one as an area of, the previous area of support that failed once the candle closed below. This is the first chance of entry. The second chance of entry is once the candle closed below it. The aggressive entries will be at once the candle closes below. You just enter, put a stop loss above there, and then target the new week opening gap. Price is actually going for the new week opening gap. That's the drawn liquidity. We said when we have these gaps, they are normally targets. So Alvin says, I would buy from the discounted fair value gap in the H4 dealing range. Okay. And then I hope you're talking about. Okay, let me check US30, because I think I've had so many questions that I need to look at. So coming back to US30, there's something you people are telling me. So let me tell you something. Whenever you see price disrespecting bearish key levels or bullish key levels, please do not force it. Use this unfilled fair value gap as a target. Unless now you want to do something like a dealing range from the swing high to the swing low, probably from this low to this high right there. No, it's gotten to the 50%. But now we also have something, we have unfilled business down here that I do not want to. Whenever I see these unfilled fair value gaps and prices showing the willingness to go lower, I don't want to force a buy as much as we have the 50% of the dealing range. So I want you to know that as much as it's a 4-hour ski level, these unfilled fair value gap can be used as a target. Please know that. Just know, not that. Don't force the buy. Do not force it. So Pretty, I think nimekujibu. So great, and that inversion fair value gap was the first presented fair value gap. Well, okay. So yes, I've seen that. I think I've answered your question, Alvin. So we have Gil 1050 macro incoming NQ buys. Let's wait and see from the NWOG. I don't think it's gonna buy, but we're gonna wait and see. I don't want to bet on the buys. My trade was high probability, the sell from the breaker and previous day high. So I think we've gotten to the we are almost getting to the NWOG. That is what my friend is telling me. My friend Gil from X. Let's wait and see if the NWOG will push prices higher or not. All right. So that is what I'm looking at. I've said it's not viable for me to trade US30 unless there's something that looks. I cannot look for that continuation right now. I cannot lie to you because I've seen it go bad. I cannot get into such trades if I was not the first person to sell from the 50-minute skill level. So the only trades I would have taken today if I was selling, because I think they happened before I started my stream, is selling from the top right here. If I did not sell from up here, once the liquidity was taken out, this happened at, I think this was at 4. This was at the London. It started from London. The only chance of entry in New York was after the break of structure happened. This was the break of structure right there. BREOS right there. This was the break of structure. So the only second chance of entry would be from this order block. If not this order block, I cannot tell you that I can be able to get into such trades because my risk management is not very well defined. This is the breaker, this is the order block. So here getting a sell setup is quite easy, and here it's easy. But now getting a sell setup when the price is continuing lower, I think that's a bit of gambling, because how do you get into trades here? We've not gotten into anything significant. Hatujafika anywhere significant that we can be able to nini. So let's wait and see. I'm checking now that see if the NWOG will be reached. I cannot attempt to buy US30 at the moment. Please, I just want to remind you that I'm not going to buy Nasdaq US30. I'm not going to do that. Siku hizi sieki ngoma mzee. So guys, as I wait for that to happen, let me just wait and see what's going to happen. So you can send me some gifts, guys. You know, I saw somewhere on TikTok people are gifted lions. I wouldn't mind a lion, by the way. It's just $500. You see, when you check your just before, let me look at the poll that was here. I had a poll. Right. There was a poll that I did on bias. So everyone said they are bullish on US30. 65% are wrong today. For bearish, bears have won it. You can see that was 35%. Those are the results. US30 has sold. I think I've explained to you why it's been selling. Yes. So you can decide to send me those gifts via the super thanks. I don't mind. So that is what I'm looking at. I cannot buy even from the NOG. I'm just waiting to see. Even US30, as much as a setup will form, I'm not going to take it. It's not anything that would interest me in any type of way. unless on daily, let me just the last thing before I probably, let me check something on daily. Yes, on daily, we think we are at the 50% of the dealing range. So I have on daily, let me check this fair value gap if it's been hit 50%. Yes, I think it's been hit 50%. This fair value gap here. So I think this one could push prices higher a bit, just a bit, maybe to fill the void. So it looks like 1050 we're going to be buying, but I'm not betting the buys as much. But let me check what is exactly happening. So if we would have gotten to the 50%, would have been beautiful buying. But now it has not gotten into the exact 50%, and there's no stop at the moment. So ignore it for now. Ignore it for now. So I think until next time, I don't have anything else to share.